Bay win the NFC South.
I know I keep this channel to only pro sports, Bucs, Lightning, Rays, but my heart is very heavy right now. And I told myself, just turn off your feelings for 15 minutes and push through. It's tough. So if my energy is low during this video, I apologize. Just getting out in front of that right away. Rest in peace to Coach Amir Abdur-Rahim. Born and raised in Tampa, a USF graduate. What he brought in just a year to that university was just something I've never seen done. And not just on the court, going from a laughingstock to cutting down nets at the end of the season. Going from hundreds of people watching USF basketball play to sellout crowds of over 10,000. I mean, the impact he had on this university, I may say, in that short of a time span, may be the biggest of anyone at that university ever. His positivity was a light to so many, and I mean, I just graduated last year, so I was there last year in school for that season that he coached, and never saw a coach on campus just amongst the people, amongst the students, as much as Coach Amir. Never saw a coach interact with fans like Coach Amir did. It's just, I'm pretty struck right now. And what's crazy is I was literally, since I can't get student tickets anymore, I was literally on the phone with a representative at USF yesterday inquiring about purchasing USF men's basketball tickets. Like, here's the text, if you could even read them. Yesterday at 12:43, Aaron with USF Athletics responding blah 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 blah. Resetting. I know there's probably so many of you that don't really care about USF Athletics and it doesn't mean that much to you, but being in Tampa, I had to get that out there. Okay, so both teams 4-3, fighting for the top of the South. Bucs rocking the creamsicle throwbacks. And a gut punch isn't even the right word, the right phrase to use. It would be more of like a Mortal Kombat type of gut punch when you talk about what happened on Monday, losing our top two guys. But there's a massive game Sunday that the Bucs need to win. The Falcons are 3-0 right now in the division. They beat us, they beat the Saints, they beat the Panthers. So if we allow them to beat us again, they would have swept us, and then their final two games in the division are against the Saints, who don't look good, and the Panthers, who we know are not good. We cannot let them sweep the division like this. This game is so tough to preview because you have no true idea of what you're going to get from this team on offense. You no longer have Mike Evans demanding double teams every play. You no longer have Chris demanding so much attention and eyes in that middle of the field from the slot. What is Liam Cohen going to do? What is he going to cook up in this game plan against this Falcons team without those top two guys? It's not an easy thing to do. We saw what we did to the Philadelphia Eagles when they didn't have A.J. Brown or Devonta Smith. They didn't get a first down until like halfway through the second quarter. It's not easy. And somehow, after all of that, I'm still more concerned about the Buccaneers defense than the Buccaneers offense. The way everything went down in Atlanta last time, Kirk just going up and down the field, just the middle of the field, just wide open, open man. How can you not be concerned with the defense going into this game? There are two additions for this defense, major additions, that you have to believe. While I don't think it'll shut down the Falcons, but should help, need to help. Antoine Winfield Jr., like I said, that middle of the field was getting cooked all game long, and adding a first-team All-Pro safety to your defense has to help, right? And then Kalijah Kancey adding to that D-line, best pass rusher on the team in my opinion, has to help, right? Shouldn't give Kirk as much time to find these open guys. This Falcons offense can be held. I mean, we saw it early in the season, and we saw it last week against the Seahawks. How can the Bucs replicate that? How can they look at what those teams did on film and what we did on film and be like, oh, there are the differences. Let's, make adjustments, Todd Bowles. Let's make adjustments. As much ammunition as we have for Todd Bowles right now, one of the things you have to say is he often is much better the second time playing a team than the first time. This is backed up. There's so many examples of this. I mean, even last year against the Falcons, we lost the first game at home and then beat them the second game in Atlanta. There's way more bigger examples, obviously the Chiefs during that Super Bowl season. So I have to believe that he is going to make some adjustments. We've seen it in the past. The Todd Bowles in-game adjustments, usually pretty heavily criticized, but going from playing a team once and playing them again and being able to see what you did wrong and fixing that, he's been pretty good. So I'll put my trust in him that he's going to look at what happened there, looked at what these other teams have done against the Falcons, and figure it out. Because you can't use the injury excuse on defense anymore. You can't. Tyke Smith might be out with a concussion, but one rookie cannot, as good as he's playing, cannot make or break a defense. If we go out there Sunday and I see a soft zone that Kirk just starts picking apart early on, I don't know what to tell you guys. I better not see that. You can't go out there and do the same thing against this Falcons team where Kirk threw 500 yards. Like, if you go out there in that soft zone, I might lose my mind. Some of these players need to bounce back too, though. Whitehead had a really, really rough game Monday. If you saw my last video, you saw the film on that. Not good. And then KJ Britt. Are we doing this again? Are we doing another week of KJ Britt in pass coverage? Like, what is JJ Russell doing in practice that is so bad that Todd Bowles won't even give him a chance, an opportunity in real game time? KJ Britt is 83 out of 83 of all middle linebackers. That's what he's ranked, dead last. You're not even willing to give the backup guy a chance to see, at least see, if he can do better than the worst guy in the NFL right now? Come on. I mean, with no Tyke Smith, like I said, a lot of us have been saying, let's see some more dime. Let's throw Izzy and Tyke out there and take KJ Britt out on these passing downs. But no Tyke Smith. So it'll be Izzy in there. And if they do go to dime, to test that out, Kayvon Merriweather, that's probably the guy they would go with there. I don't know if Todd Bowles trusts that. I don't know. I would love to see something different because it's not working right now. This defense this week will have even more pressure on them with the limitations of the offense to get stops, because you can't rely on what's going on offense right now to keep up and put up 30 points a game like they have done this season. You can't expect that. Defense needs to step up. They need to step up, get some stops, get some turnovers, and help out this offense. Todd Bowles is the guy that's been here for many seasons now at this point. Liam Cohen is the guy. This is his first year. And that offensive side of the ball is kind of carrying that defensive side of the ball, despite Liam Cohen being 1 year in at offensive coordinator and the play caller of the Buccaneers. Todd Bowles being how many years in? 5? 5 years in? As the defensive play caller? Hold up your end of the bargain. Now, Baker Mayfield. I mean, what a start to the year he had. He's still, 18 touchdowns and 7 interceptions, I think. But over the last 2 weeks, that's 5 interceptions. 3 against New Orleans, 2 against the Baltimore Ravens. You need to take a step back for a minute. He cannot turn the ball over like that anymore. It just will not work. Has to protect the ball. Has to play confidently. Don't force things. If we go down, don't feel like you need to throw it into double coverage because you don't have a Mike Evans down there. Baker has to reel it in a little bit and kind of regain that discipline that he had at the early points of this season. One thing I'm kind of excited to see, though, is with the injuries, what Liam Cohen comes up with. This is a major test for Liam Cohen. And if he passes it, if with 5 days to game plan for the Atlanta Falcons without Mike and Chris, even though for the full offseason and full season so far, he's been coming up with plays and game plans with Chris and Mike. He has 5 days to do it without them. Come up with something creative, come up with something special. If he does that, that is a testament to Liam Cohen. that would be a stamp to Liam Cohen. The run game will have to be obviously heavily leaned on, and it feels kind of weird being able to say that. For so long, the Bucs haven't had a run game, so the fact that I'm feeling pretty confident in this run game to hold up their end of the bargain, the way they've been playing over the last few weeks, and what they were able to do last week, around 120 rushing yards against the best rush defense in the NFL, it's impressive what they're doing. And once again, a testament to Liam Cohen, the fact that in year one, all these years prior, the Bucs had no run game. The last 2 years, dead last in the NFL. In year one, the Bucs are running the ball like this. Impressive. So Rachaad White and Sean Tucker are going to be the guys toting the rock. Bucky Irving has not practiced so far this week, so it's looking like he might miss this game. So that combination of Rachaad White and Sean Tucker, they're pretty two different types of backs. I'm excited to see how they're used. Maybe pony packaged, both on the field together. The splits, what percentage of plays does Rachaad White play? What percentage does Sean Tucker play? I'm excited to see all of that. But reeling the expectations back in, like I said, 5 days to come up with a game plan with no Chris and no Mike, it's not an easy thing to do. So if this offense does come out rocky, I mean, you can't really blame them for that. If they have a rocky game, if they only score 14 points, we can't sit here and be like, what? You can only score 14 points? Bro, 5 days to come up with a game plan. A short week without those top two options. The two options that you scheme everything around, that you have schemed everything around in the past. It's a difficult task. That's why I spoke so highly of it. If he does complete this task, put a check mark next to it, yeah, Liam Cohen is that guy. I think he already is that guy, by the way, but if he can put that check mark there, boy. So this team isn't going to back down to anyone because of some injuries. If anything, it puts some guys into position to prove themselves, let people know that they belong. Jalen McMillan, Trey Palmer, young guys like them stepping into the role of Mike Evans and Chris Godwin, two elite players, household names in the NFL. That's an opportunity. And I'm excited to see what they do to take advantage of that. So, call me a homer. I'm a fan at the end of the day. But I think Bulls, second time around, we've seen him do this, is able to find a way to slow down this Falcons offense and slow it down from 36 points is what I mean. So I still think the Bucs are still going to have to score like 23 points to win this game. And that's what I'm going to go with. 23-21. The Bucs are down 21-20 on the final drive of the game. Chase McLaughlin, game-winning field goal in the creamsicles. What am I doing? I can't believe I haven't been wearing a creamsicle hat this entire time. What am I doing? So I'll leave you guys with this. Please remember, you never know. Live every day like it's your last. Be kind to people. Help people out. And just try and stay positive. Stay positive. I hope you guys have a blessed day, a blessed rest of your week. If you're going to the game Sunday, hope you guys have a great time. Rock your creamsicle gear, your creamsicle jerseys, and be loud. This is going to be actually my first time since 2020 not going to a Bucs home game. I have a wedding to go to, a Sunday wedding. And yeah, so everyone have an amazing time there. I'll be watching a home game on TV. Feels weird. Thank you guys so much for watching. Please leave your comments down below, your score predictions, whatever you want to do. Leave it down there. And please like and subscribe if you haven't already. Go Bucs. Y'all have a blessed one.